Honestly, I've been feeling a little dissatisfied with my closet lately. I think the changing seasons just always make me feel like I have nothing to wear. But I also know in reality, I absolutely have more than enough to wear. And even if I'm sick of repeating the same things all the time, I have plenty of clothes in the back of my closet that I can't be sick of because I never wear them. So today, instead of looking for more new things to add to my wardrobe, I'm going to try styling items I already have but never wear into some fresh new outfits. Specifically, ideally, outfits that will be realistically wearable for me in my regular life in the next couple months. And I think I can do that with these pieces. First, we're going to start with quite an old item in my closet, this jacket. I thrifted this 5 or 6 years ago, and I wore it all the time at first, but in the past like 2 to 3 years, it's completely fallen out of rotation. I've worn it like once or twice, but I've hung on to it because I know I loved it and wore it a ton at first. I think I've just sort of gotten out of the habit. So today, I'm just going to try to give it some updated styling options that I would be excited to wear now. Okay, first of all, just while we're here, I feel like this actually looks so cute with the outfit I'm wearing right now. What a great start. This doesn't count though, so now let's style an actual outfit. Okay, here's our starting point for outfit number 1. I'll be honest, first I tried on some pants. Then I tried on a different pair of pants. And then I realized I think the pants just weren't working because the bottom of this jacket is very flowy and voluminous, and none of my pants seem to be able to match that volume. Luckily, I am also an avid wearer of skirts. So I went for this very flowy, voluminous white maxi skirt instead. I think that flows much more smoothly with the silhouette. And then to balance out all the flowy volume, we've got a nice fitted tank top on top. I also love that these are complementary colors. For shoes, I wanted to bring the whole thing in a more relaxed, casual direction. So I went with my little garden clogs. The brown also makes this like stark color contrast a little gentler. And now we just need some finishing touches. For a bag, I'm thinking this gray slouchy leather one. I like that this adds another more muted neutral to this bright combination. And then I also feel like we need a pattern somewhere. So I was thinking this little scarf. A very practical, convenient way to add this to the outfit is just to tie it to the bag strap. Why do I feel like the long flowy scarf now is making the whole outfit feel too long and flowy? Okay, what if we clip the hair up to have a less flowy, sharper element? Okay, I think this is perfect. This is the outfit. I would absolutely wear this. It's super comfortable. This feels to me like very casual for every day. I would, go on a walk in this, run errands, whatever. It also feels appropriate for my current spring climate. And it feels aligned with my current style, even though I tend to identify this jacket more with my previous style. But this feels very current Liz, and I really like it. Okay, for a second outfit with this jacket, I'm thinking we don't have to be limited to the flowy skirt. We could also do maybe a flowy dress. So let's try that next. Okay, here's our base for outfit number 2, and I'm feeling quite good about this. Underneath, we've got this very flowy, voluminous baby doll mini dress. I love that this aligns with like the flowy shape of the jacket, but also the shorter length kind of switches up the silhouette. This also adds a pattern, which I like. Then I was thinking, okay, if the weather is such that I need a jacket on top of my flowy dress, I might also need a little more coverage on my legs with tall boots. I also just love how these look with the silhouette of the outfit, so this is working for me. The only shortcoming here for me is that this feels very autumnal. It's like bordering on Christian Girl Autumn. So I just want to add a few more colors so it's not just the orange and neutral. My first thought is maybe this green bag. Green is springy to me. That's kind of fun. Oh, I think I like those colors together. And then I'm also thinking maybe I can add in more different colors through a different necklace. So let's take this off and maybe add this one on. I also really like that this has a sort of terracotta color. It has some green tones, so they feel quite harmonious with these, but they also don't match exactly. So it's like a little more dimensional. And this is the finished look. This still feels a little autumnal to me, but I'm not taking the seasons that seriously in my outfits besides weather appropriateness. I would absolutely wear this in spring. And again, feels quite suited to Wisconsin spring, early summer weather. Fun, cute. And I've never worn this jacket in this way before. All right, for one last outfit with this jacket, I don't think I have any pants that are quite the right volume to pair well with this, but I do have some shorts that I think could work. And this is a very, very lightweight jacket. It's almost more like an overshirt. So let's try it with some shorts. All right, here is my base for our final outfit. On the bottom, we've got these shorts that are pretty baggy and also align well with the length of the jacket. And then on top, I could just do a basic tank top or a t-shirt, but just to make it a little more interesting, I was hoping to bring in a piece with some pattern and maybe its own silhouette to add some interest. And this blouse does that perfectly. It is incredibly flowy and voluminous, and normally no other jacket or outerwear layer would really fit well over it. So this is actually the perfect jacket to pair with this because the jacket's also quite flowy and oversized. For shoes, to maintain the sort of relaxed spring summer vibe, I just went with my brown fisherman sandals. And then for a bag, what would I do? I was thinking this black straw woven bag. I feel like that stands out too much against all these colors. It doesn't feel right. Maybe just my brown bag? Is that too basic? I don't think so. I think it's cute. There we have it. This is the finished outfit. It feels simple, but wearable. It still has interest. It's got pattern, color, silhouette, texture. This feels very wearable on, again, a late spring, early summer day for me. And again, this is one I really never would have thought of or imagined with this jacket. All right, I'm gonna say styling this jacket has been a success. And now let's move on to item number 2. Next, we have a piece I have repeatedly styled in videos, but have literally never worn in real life. This brown mini skirt. To be fair, I think a significant part of why I haven't worn this is that at first it was too big and then I altered it wrong and so I didn't want to wear it. Then I had to undo it. Then I finally had to re-alter it. So it's been sort of out of commission for a lot of the time I've owned it. But I also kind of struggle to get myself to wear mini skirts in general. I have this idea in my mind that they're really high maintenance or less comfortable to wear. More effort, not as practical, but I don't think that's actually necessarily true. If you wear shorts under it, it's kind of the same as just wearing shorts. So I'd like to challenge that bias I have against mini skirts and style this in a really chill, comfortable, practical way. Okay, again, as I was changing, a great new outfit has already appeared to me. This top and this skirt are so cute together. It's the perfect little poking out at the bottom. Very comfortable. I'm actually just going to start from here and style an outfit, and that will be my first one for this skirt. For shoes, these brown clogs were a no-brainer. They go perfectly with the skirt. A chunky brown clog just goes great with everything. People always ask me what brand these are. I thrifted them, but they are Dansko originally. Ooh, I just noticed they have some like mud on them or something. Super comfortable. One of my best thrift finds. Then I feel like we need a more vibrant hit of color. Once again, this is a theme for me. So of course, my first thought was the horse bag. Maybe someday I'll get sick of the horse bag, but that day doesn't seem to be coming anytime soon. I love that this adds something a little more vibrant and colorful. It's also kind of like a subtle pattern mixing moment, but this is quite a muted pattern. And then this almost reads as more of a graphic. So I feel like they work really well together. They have a good amount of contrast between them. Should we add like a necklace maybe? I feel like there's something a little bohemian about this very flowy blouse and this horse bag combined. This might be a cool opportunity for this yellow necklace that also has, I don't know, sort of a witchy vibe, but also sort of a Western vibe. Okay, yes, I think that works. And I think it completes the outfit. This is so cute to me. I feel like this is the perfect combination of like kind of eclectic and colorful and a little bohemian, but also still casual and chill and wearable at the same time. It's got playfulness to it. It's got practicality to it. It's kind of a perfect blend of things I love. Okay, next, I think we should go a little more casual and everyday. I mean, this is casual, but in this very like whimsical, flowy way. Maybe a more casual, like normcore way is what this skirt is channeling for me next. Okay, here's the base of our next outfit. Still casual in a very different way. I love this. Like I said, mini skirts in my mind are coded as like this high maintenance thing. So I would never think to wear it with something so basic as just a plain striped t-shirt, my classic chunky loafers, and that's it. But this looks so cute. Again, very comfortable, wearable. I could go run errands in this. I could go on a walk. I could grab food with friends. This skirt already has some sort of sporty androgynous elements to it with like these cargo pockets and the more straight cut. So I feel like it works so well with this boxy striped tee and the little school shoe loafers. Love it. Now, I of course would add a bag. I'm thinking this classic black cargo bag coordinates well with the black and the shoes, but we also have brown, we have navy, things to mix it up. And then this also just has such like a effortless cool girl vibe to me that I'm leaning into that even more with some sunglasses because, I don't know, nothing makes me feel more like an effortless cool girl than a cute little pair of sunglasses. I'm feeling like maybe this is too boring for YouTube and I should be adding more color or like accessories or something, but I honestly think this is how I would wear it. I just think it's so cute as it is. So all I think I would add is just like some simple everyday jewelry. We're good to go. This is outfit number 2. I love it. I feel great in it. Amazing. Okay, for our third outfit with this skirt, I'm thinking we can go a little more summery, a little more hot weather, and do a tank top. I don't know which tank top, but let's find out. Here's the base for our last outfit with this skirt. And I realize the color palette might be getting a little repetitive, but what can I say? Blue is my favorite color to wear, and it goes so perfectly with brown. On the bottom, I went with the brown boots again, just because I like them with this. I don't know, it looks cute. And I mean, unlike the hottest days of summer, I would just wear this tank top, skirt, that's it. But if we're thinking about transitional spring weather, I'm thinking a light button up. Oh, that was not a sleeve. There we go. A light cotton button-up is the perfect layering piece. And this is just my favorite one. Something about the fit, the shape, the length, the width of the stripes. It's perfect. I also just kept my everyday silver jewelry with this. I think that looks great. And then, of course, again, I'm gonna be adding a little more color and pattern somewhere. I'm thinking with a bag. Of course, we could do the horse bag again, but for the sake of a little more variation, I think this leather strip bag also works so well. Adds more color variation. I like how the vertical strips sort of mirror these very tiny vertical stripes. I think this all works really well together. And again, feels very wearable to me for everyday life on a nice warm day. Okay, next up we have an item that I really consider sort of treasured in my wardrobe, but I never actually wear it. This truly magical dress. Look at this. Everything about this is so cute. There are so many special details. It was a gift from a sponsorship with Kina and Tam years ago. And I know I have worn this, but according to my wardrobe tracking, I have not worn it a single time in the past 2+ years, which is crazy because I love it. It's so cute. It's comfortable. I can link it below also if people are interested. But I think I've got it in my head that this is too special to wear on the day-to-day. So today we're going to change that and make some realistic wearable day-to-day outfits with this dress. Okay, here's the dress. And now the challenge is, how do I make this feel like a regular everyday outfit? I actually grabbed these shoes because, I don't know, I love them and I think they go great with this, but I also didn't own these shoes yet when I acquired this dress. So I'm trying to think of other items that maybe I've never thought of with the dress because I got them after the dress, but that could work well with it. And another item coming to mind is my favorite cardigan that I love and wear with everything. This purple one. Sometimes the key to styling something you never wear is to just pair it with stuff that you love and always wear. Okay, I love this. I can't believe I've never thought of this, except I can because, again, I didn't have this sweater when I was first trying to figure out styling for this dress. But I think they're so cute together. And I also think it immediately dresses this down, makes it more casual. One tricky thing about this dress is that it has so many cute details that any sort of styling you might do with it is inevitably going to cover up some of the cute details. But I think that can also help make it feel a little more casual. Okay, now I think we can just grab a brown bag, another sort of casual, muted, earthy item. And you know what? I think that's it. There's really no need to overthink it or overdo it. This feels somewhat casual, cute, wearable, but still highlights the dress and works well with it. Wow, I was kind of worried about this one, but so far, feeling great. Okay, next, I'm thinking maybe we continue with the casual layering vision, but we try a jacket instead of a cardigan. Here's what I was thinking. And for some reason, the proportions of this jacket with this dress look so weird to me when the jacket is open. But if I just secure the top closure, then it works for me. That's how it is sometimes. If you're ever feeling like the proportions look off, maybe try buttoning just the bottom, just the top, rolling up sleeves, that kind of thing. It can make a huge difference. Then for shoes, I'm doing these tall boots because I figured maybe this is for slightly chillier weather with the jacket. A little more fun and color through a bag would be helpful again here. So I'm going to grab this leather strip bag again. Does this jacket work for me? What if we try a different blue jacket? Maybe this one. I actually think this jacket looks better and feels better. The other one was maybe just a bit too fitted for a dress that has so much volume going on. This one has a little more room. Are these shoes weird to me too? That's the other thing I'm trying to figure out. I just feel like it needs brown shoes, but I don't know if these are the brown shoes it needs. I don't want to do the Mary Janes again. That feels like a cop-out. Maybe I'll try the loafers. Ooh, okay, you know what? I think the socks and loafers are cute with this. I felt like the black with the white would be too stark, but this is actually more of a cream. I think it's working. Now I'm like, is this all weird with these shoes? Maybe a little weird. This is a tough one. I was really feeling good about the first combo, but now I'm doubting myself again. Hold on. Okay, I changed up literally everything, but I think I cooked with this one. Blue jacket, I don't know, it was weird to me with this. So I was looking through my other jackets, and then I thought, what about a very lightweight, thin, long jacket that will sort of mirror the silhouette of the dress? And I think this works perfectly. Honestly, I think this dress is a slightly awkward length on me, and this jacket is also a slightly awkward length on me, but I think that's kind of what makes them work so well. The awkward length looks very intentional when you have two layered things together that are both that length. I also like how the brown adds a more muted mid-tone with this black and cream. And then I felt like the leather strip bag was weird with this, but then I thought, what if we bring in this purple bag instead? The purple with the brown and the cream and the red really works for me. And then just for like a little hint of extra pattern and color, I tied this scarf on the strap again, but on the back. I don't know, in the front it felt like it would be too much, but back here it's like just a fun little thrown on accent, you know? Finally, we did it. I'm very happy with this one. I'm gonna count this as outfit number 2, and hopefully we can make a third one. I don't know how much trial and error that will take, but I'm feeling great about our 2 outfits with this dress so far. Okay, for our last outfit with this dress, I want to lean into summer weather more. So I'm going to try to do less with layering, but still make it feel like a complete styled outfit through accessories. I'm thinking color, texture, and also accessories with like a casual feel to sort of bring the dress down. That's my vision. To start, I went with these brown fisherman sandals again, kind of the perfect like relaxed summery shoe. Then I was also thinking a colorful hair bandana would be great. I think the colors in this one go really well with this dress. Okay. Very cute. I love a hair bandana. Now I just want to add a few more casual accessories to make this less like cottagecore and more cutesy, whimsical, artsy, craftsy. So for a bag, I was thinking this green striped tote bag adds color, pattern, texture, and it feels quite casual. And I did actually sew this myself years ago. And then I was also thinking my little DIY beaded necklace. Again, we're adding various colors, textures, and a more casual DIY vibe. And with that, I think we're done. This feels very wearable for a summer day when it's too warm for layering. We've still got so much personality going on. I mean, it feels like a little extra, but not formal, you know? It still feels casual. And I feel so cute in this. Man, I'm really impressed with the degree to which we were able to put together outfits that actually feel like distinct, separate styled outfits with this dress, where the dress isn't the whole outfit, you know? That's what I struggle with, but I feel like we solved it. We succeeded today with this one. Next, we have another piece I thrifted several years ago now. This lacy transparent slip. I used to use this a lot for layering, at least in videos, if not as much in real life. And then I kind of fell out of the habit of styling it in videos or in real life. But lately, lace and transparent pieces have sort of been on the rise again as a trend, which means I've been seeing a lot of refreshing inspiration. And I feel like this is still so beautiful and potentially even quite versatile for styling. So this is another one. I'm excited to try styling again into something that resonates with me now. My first thought was just to take this, you know, sheer white slip dress and layer it on top of another dress that has a little more color and pattern going on. So this plaid midi dress was perfect. I love that it has sleeves and it's a little longer than this one, so it layers really nicely while letting both pieces have their moment. I love this vibrant plaid against this bright white lace and satin. This is obviously quite striking, but also quite simplistic. It's a little different than my usual style, but like it feels very comfortable physically. I feel cool. I think it's working for me. Then for shoes, I was keeping with that sort of simple yet striking tone by going for these little silver flat loafer things. And then for a bag, I was also thinking my white leather bag, just to kind of keep it as these bright, light shining things against this vibrant, saturated, darker color. I honestly really love this as it is. I feel like the simplicity balances very well against this like bolder idea. I could think I would add like a necklace still. I think I'm gonna call this an outfit. I'm really, I don't know, I'm pleased. It's a little experimental. This feels like something I would see, you know, on Instagram or Pinterest and be like, oh, that's so cool, but I wouldn't think to wear. But now that I have it on, I'm really feeling it. And yeah, can't stress enough how comfortable this is. I'm loose, I'm flowy. I don't have like a bunch of heavy or constricting layers or anything on me. Feels great. Okay, I feel like my first impulse for this is because it's a dress to layer it with another dress. But for the next look, I'm gonna try layering it with a top and a skirt or a top and pants. Okay, I'm so excited to try the lace slip on top of this next combo because I have worn this base before, but I've never worn it with this on top. And when I was trying to think of tops that would go well with this, my mind went right away to this one because this top has a flowy shape and sort of a tunic length, and the slip is sort of like a tunic length. So I feel like that could be the perfect combination. Oh yes. Oh, I love this. Such a cool combination of shapes and textures. I just folded this up a little so this pokes out underneath. And I think this is working so well. I mean, this is already basically the whole outfit. We've got these velvet pattern pants. We've got the silver shoes again. We could use the white bag again, or I always love to pair this purple bag with a predominantly purple outfit. Oh my God, I love this. Wow, who knew this slip that I thrifted could elevate this tunic top so much? I love it. Okay, we've tried it with a blouse, we've tried it with a dress, so for my final lace slip outfit, we are going to try this with a top and a skirt. Here's what we're working with. For the other ones, we had sort of a high contrast layer underneath, but for this one, I was thinking it might be cool to do a subtler white on white textural layering situation. On the bottom, I have this skirt for some color and pattern. For shoes, I pulled out the loafers again, just something a little more chunky and casual. And then as far as styling goes, I feel like the trendy Pinterest thing to do right now would be to leave this untucked. But that just feels, I don't know, it looks a little more awkward to me, a little bolder, a little more out of the norm. And I feel like if I were realistically wearing this in my real life, I would tuck this in, have it look more like just a lace satin cami. And this just reads much more subtle, normal, everyday outfit to me. For a bag, maybe we could add even more texture with this black straw bag. Ooh, the gold accents also work well with the gold in the shoes. I don't know if the silver necklace feels weird with this now, but I think I'm just gonna accept it and say this is the finished outfit. And again, feels incredibly wearable. This feels like the most wearable as far as how it looks. I think the others were equally or maybe even more physically comfortable. This one, still pretty comfy. We just have, you know, the tucked in bottom half. But this feels like a super normal way to wear something that might at first feel a little too, I don't know, experimental or out there. Finally, we are on to our last item, and it is this green plaid sort of overall dress slash pinafore. This is something I got sort of on a whim in the winter. So this is a relatively newer item in my wardrobe, and maybe it just like hasn't been the right weather yet, but I feel like I could have been wearing this and I'm just not because I haven't like bonded with it or really taken the time to form a vision for how I'll style it, you know? So we're gonna do that now. I'm thinking we could do a t-shirt under here. We could do a blouse. We could do something else. I guess I'll just see which one I'm drawn to first. I decided to start with the t-shirt for the first outfit because I already had this white baby tee on, and I think this more, you know, small fitted t-shirt works great to layer under something a little, you know, more big and boxy and flowy. It's kind of like a big bottom, tiny top situation. And then for shoes, I just threw on the loafers again because I feel like you can't go wrong with these. They work great with the plaid pinafore for sort of like an academic school vibe. Honestly, this kind of reminds me of something I would have worn for a school uniform as a child, but make it chic, make it cute and stylish for grown-up me. This just works so well as a simple outfit. I don't think I'll add too much more, but I do want to add a little more color, as I always do. I'm doing my DIY beaded necklace again. This also takes these academic feeling pieces and brings them in a slightly more playful direction. I'm also thinking for more of like a cool, effortless feel, again, instead of a school uniform feel, we can add sunglasses again. And then I think I would just add a bag, and this black leather one works great. This is already such a big clothing item. If I try to add too many other things on top of it, it's gonna feel overwhelming as an outfit. So I feel like keeping it a little simplistic, adding little touches here and there is a great way to go with this. This is a simple outfit, but I really like it. I would feel really cute and stylish wearing this out in the world. I also feel so comfortable in this thing. I mean, it's like a sack in a great way. Okay, for the next outfit, I'm thinking instead of a t-shirt, we can try a blouse. So let me change into a blouse option and we'll go from there. Okay, this is the first blouse I tried, but I don't like that this white stitching along the neck is poking out, but it's not completely visible. Something about this looks off to me. My first thought was just like a simple white blouse, but since I just did a simple white t-shirt, I felt like I should switch it up. Should we try this blouse? Okay, this actually also looks incredibly strange to me. Listen, maybe we do just need to go with a classic white blouse. This is more like it. We've got the white blouse, but obviously this is a very different look. We've got these longer, very big puffy sleeves, and this base already looks a little more polished to me, so I also went for my chunky heeled black boots for sort of a sleek, elevated vibe. This is making me feel like a cool, chic teacher. Because this is such a baggy, voluminous, flowing outfit again, I'm gonna put my hair up again, just to add more of like a sharp, defined element. Get that flowy hair out of my face. Wow, I feel cool in this. I love the shape of this neckline so much that I don't really want to mess with it with a necklace or anything. Maybe some earrings though. I feel like these sort of pearlescent, droplet-shaped beaded earrings work well with this vibe. And now we need a bag. Could be fun to do an interesting color of some sort. We could do green. You know what? Yeah, I like this. Another simple one, but I think this is the outfit. I love that so many of these elements have a bit of drama to them, like these big sleeves, and I want to let them sort of stand on their own as they are without adding a bunch of other stuff. I'm like so drawn to color, I think because it adds so much fun and interest to an outfit. But when an outfit has a lot of interest through shape and dramatic silhouette and texture, then I kind of like a more pared back color palette and let the shape speak for itself. And of course, we do still have some colors here, some pattern. I feel cool and good in this, and I would definitely wear this. If only I had like somewhere kind of professional to go. I feel like this would be a great kind of artsy professional outfit. But you know me, I'll wear this wherever. I love to be overdressed at the grocery store. For the last outfit, I'm gonna make it my mission to add more color to this. I don't have a particular style of top in mind, I just want it to be colorful. Okay, hear me out. I realize this is not that colorful, but this is our base. We do have a yellow shirt. That's a color. I also went for my brown Mary Janes again because the previous looks were quite harsh and high contrast, and I wanted this one to feel a little softer and more blended together. However, to really add more color, what a perfect moment to add this cardigan again. Listen, when an item is a hero piece in your wardrobe that works time and time again to make every outfit better, you lean in, you don't fight it. This cardigan just works with everything. And now we've got so many different colors going on, but they're all on the muted, like mid-tone side of things. And we've also got two patterns here, but both of the patterns are also pretty low contrast, so the look still feels not super overwhelming visually. We've also got this as a lighter tone and a solid place for the eye to rest. I really like this. To finish off the outfit, I think because we have a variety of sort of different tones and patterns in here, I would just go very simple again. Maybe this one. I think I like that. Then for earrings, let's also go for some simple gold ones to match the necklace. Sorry, I'm just sort of talking to myself over here. For a bag, I'm gonna go with this simple brown one again. Match the shoes. Makes the outfit feel a little more intentional and coordinated amongst all the color and pattern. That's the finished outfit. And I love this. I really like this more than I thought I would. Even when I thought of the cardigan, I wasn't sure if it would work, but of course it works with everything. I would totally wear this. Again, I feel very comfortable as well. This cardigan's also quite lightweight, so it would work well in the kind of weather where I could have, you know, bare legs and these open shoes. When I had practicality in mind, I was able to create quite practical outfits, quite wearable for my climate, that I'm really excited about with all these pieces. All right, y'all, with that, we have styled all the outfits for today. I feel like this was a huge success. I honestly wasn't totally confident going in that it would be, but I should have known if you just take the time and attention to put together some outfits, you can probably make something great, even with pieces you never wear. I would love to hear your thoughts on these items and these outfits. If you had any favorite looks, if you have any styling ideas coming to mind. Thanks so much for watching. And I heard if you do leave a comment, watch another video, and subscribe, you'll find one of your previous old favorite items in the back of your closet that you forgot about and find some great new styling ideas for it.